Hi, so today, if you watched my last video, you'll know what I was gonna do. And if you didn't, well, let's hope these are obvious. Well, I'm gonna be looking at my Ben 10 DVDs. Why? Two reasons. One, I said I was gonna, and second, just like I said in the last video, I forgot it was the 20th anniversary of Ben 10, so, yeah, let's look at what I got. Okay, let's start things off with the original series, with Season 1 of Ben 10. Yep, had this DVD since it came out, and it's actually a slipcover DVD, because when you pull it out, like, here it shows Ben, but when you pull it out, it's Heat Blast. And on the inside, here are the DVDs. Here's disc 1, just the Omniverse logo. And the other one is a kind of semi-different pose for Heat Blast whenever he's about to turn into him. Nonetheless, it's the entire show, or at least the first season, all 13 episodes. However, the aspect ratio is full screen, not widescreen, which the show was animated in, but I'm just happy to own the show. Next up, Season 2, where we see Ben with Cannonbolt along with some of the other aliens. Here's the back. Here's a little brief look at the bonus features. On the inside, I do kind of like how Disc 1 is just Cannonbolt as a ball, and Disc 2 is Ghost Freak because, okay, spoiler alert, if you watch Season 2, you know that Ghost Freak escaped the Omnitrix, and Cannonbolt kind of became his replacement as the 10th alien. Anyways, Season 2. Next up, Season 3, which is kind of false advertising. Like, yeah, it's cool we get to see Upchuck, but he's only on the final episode of the season. And in my last video, I mentioned how, like, the channel I watch Ben 10 on marathon all of Season 3 before I can even see it proper. And the whole time, I was waiting for Upchuck to appear, and I was disappointed. He was only in one episode. Nice, here's the back. On the inside, here's the first disc, which has Ben Wolf, who would later get a proper name in Omniverse, and disc 2 was Upchuck. By the way, this alien got a lot of advertising, but only appeared in one episode. Nonetheless, I do like Season 3, even though I do wish the one 2-part episode was the real finale instead of the one we got. Next up, Season 4. This one here has Ditto on the cover, and on the back we see iGuy and a few screenshots, mostly from the movie. And when you open it up, we get a pamphlet, which, hang on, there you go. It mostly lists the episodes that are on the DVD, as well as other product placement. And I do like the disc art for disc 1, where it just shows Ditto in an infinite loop trying to punch, even though he was only in like 3 episodes this season. And disc 2 has Way Big. Okay, so if you watched my last video, I had this DVD out instead of the Secret of the Omnitrix DVD. Well, here's the thing. Years ago, I rented this from Roger Video back when they had rentals. And I didn't notice there was a tiny sticker that said Disc 2, so yeah, I only had Disc 2, and when I put it in, I realized, yeah, it's just the Secret of the Omnitrix movie. So yeah, because of that, I never actually bought Secret of the Omnitrix on its own. Which makes me question, for those of you who bought that DVD, did it have the alternate openings, or was it only through this? I'm really curious. If anyone ever owned that DVD and was watching, can you tell me? I'm actually really curious. Next up, the first live-action movie, Race Against Time. Yeah, I gotta watch this movie again. It's been years. Here's the inside. And it's another pamphlet. Oh, it's another advertisement for the other DVDs as well as the video game. I remember this movie being okay. Nonetheless, here's the DVD, and, oh yeah, it says down here that the movie's actually in widescreen, so that's pretty neat. Okay, this didn't come out after Race Against Time, but timeline-wise, here's Ben 10 Destroy All Aliens, a CGI movie that just kind of came out of nowhere. Here's the inside, and Oh, here's an advertisement for the Omniverse video game, as well as the DVDs for Ultimate Alien. I'll get to those later, but yeah, I actually do remember liking this movie. And those are my DVDs for the original series, and if you want to know what they look like together, well, if you have them on a shelf, this is what the original run of Ben 10 will look like, plus this movie. Anyways, let's move on to the show's sequel show, or series, that being Ben 10 Alien Force, Volume 1. This contains the first 5 episodes, and on the inside we have a interesting disc art. I can't quite tell if it's good or not, and this little paper insert advertising the video game. After that, we got Volume 2, which has Ben and Spider Monkey. This one here has 4 episodes instead of 5. On the inside, it's... okay, the disc is practically the same minus the Volume 2 thing on the bottom. Here's the other pamphlet, and... oh, this one folds out, showing off some of the toys. I always wanted that, but I never found it in Canada. On the back, another ad for the video game, as well as Volume 1 again. After that, we got Volume 3, which shows Ben turning into Alien X, a kind of wasted alien, and yeah, I did get this at a used DVD store for $12. This DVD contains another 4 episodes. Oh, the paper insert's different this time. Looks like I advertised the book, as well as some other DVDs from Cartoon Network. And heads up, these 3 volumes make up Season 1. Now starting Season 2 with Volume 4, which shows Ben turning into Big Chill, and once again, used DVD store. This DVD here has 5 episodes. On the inside, yeah, seriously, the disc art never changes for these. Anyways, another paper insert, this time advertising the sequel game, Vilgax Attacks, which is actually one of my favorite Ben 10 games, as well as another advert for other Cartoon Network DVDs. After that was Volume 5, which I got much cheaper than the other ones, which shows Ben and Swampfire, actually my favorite Ben 10 alien. This one has 4 episodes. Once again, same disc art, and another pamphlet advertising DVDs from the network. Next up, Volume 6, which has Ben turning into Jet Ray. This one also has 4 episodes. And a weird advertisement for Blu-ray. Actually, what is this? I haven't opened this up in years. Okay, it's just a massive promotion for... it's just a massive promotion for Blu-ray. And once again, more Cartoon Network DVDs. And the disc art is once again the same. Now, these next 3 volumes made up Season 2. Okay, next up, timeline-wise, was the second live-action movie, Ben 10 Alien Swarm. On the cover, we see Ben, Kevin, Gwen, and the 2 aliens he turns into, Humongosaur and Big Chill. Yeah, I don't remember much about this movie, except I was kind of disappointed we only got like 3 transformations in the whole film. Yeah, when you're a guy who mostly watches this stuff for the aliens, this movie was kind of disappointing. Alright, next up, Volume 7, which contains 5 episodes, plus 2 bonus episodes, making it, yeah, 6 episodes. No, 7. Yeah. And finally, the disc art is different. Once again, another advertisement. After that, we got Volume 8, which shows Vilgax. This one contains 6 episodes. I don't know why they count the extra ones as bonus episodes. It's really weird. Oh, no advertisement, and once again, it's the same artwork, but the color's different. And the final volume of Alien Force, Volume 9, which, not gonna lie, I really love the cover to this one, just showing the main trio ready for action. This one here has 7 episodes, as well as the first episode of Ben 10 Ultimate Alien as a bonus feature. That's kind of cool. On the inside, oh, now we get advertisements back. As well as an advertisement for the Ultimate Alien game. Also, I love the disc art for this one. I don't know why, the 3 colors just look right. Anyways, last 3 volumes here, this makes Season 3 of Alien Force, and... okay, taking this one out of the way. When you have all of Alien Force together, it's kind of weird how the last 3 volumes have this darker tint to them, despite the fact that Season 3 was rather goofy, so... I don't know, kind of false advertising, but nonetheless, I am happy it's all here. Now on to Ultimate Alien. Here we are, Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, Escape from Agrigor, Volume 1, and here we have the 5 aliens that Agrigor kidnapped to become, well, his ultimate form, and Ben would eventually gain. And instead of having a low episode count, this one actually has 10 episodes. Here we are, another paper advertisement. And here we have Disc 1 with Ultimate Humongosaur, and Disc 2 with Water Hazard. Next up, Power Surge, which... okay, I want to point this out right now about the Ultimate Alien DVDs. The first one was labeled Volume 1, it actually has a number on the spine, but every other one just has a subtitle, like, I'm happy the episodes are still in order, but it's weird how they numbered the first one, but then just stopped right after. Anyways, here's Ben, ready to fight Ultimate Kevin. And here's an advert for the first volume, as well as some toys. Anyways, Disc 1 has Ultimate Cannonbolt, and Disc 2 has Nanomech. Next up, Volume 3, The Return of Heat Blast, even though he's only in 1 episode, and yeah, the cover is just a bunch of headshots of different characters, along with 2 of the villains from the live-action movies. Anyways, another 10 episodes. Whoa, guess something broken here. Just shove this back in. Anyways, Disc 1 has Heat Blast in his 1 episode return, and Disc 2 has Ultimate Spider Monkey. There we are, Volume 4, The Wild Truce, which shows Ultimate Wild Mutt, even though he only shows up in 1 episode on this DVD and then doesn't show up again until maybe the finale. Ooh, this one has 12 episodes instead of 10. On the inside, we see an alien I kind of wish we got to see in Omniverse, that being Fast Track. Yeah, I know, he's kind of a cheap Accelerate replacement, but I thought he was neat. After that, we get Nanomech again. Okay, that was kind of weird. Now, the final volume, the Ultimate Ending, which shows Ultimate way big about to fight Dagon, along with Gwen and Kevin fighting a bunch of creepy cult people. This one, again, has 10 episodes. The inside, an advertisement for the other volumes. On Disc 1, we have Jerrywig. And on Disc 2, we have just a random Forever Night. And this was all of Ultimate Alien on DVD. Like I said, it's weird they numbered the first volume, but then just didn't for the rest. Like I said, I'm happy these are in order, but it's annoying how they just decided to just stop numbering them altogether. Okay, so here's a random bonus DVD I'm throwing in. Here's Generator Rex Volume 1. This has the first 9 episodes, and yeah, I only have this because it was made by the same studio, and I barely got to see this show. Like, in Canada, I rarely, if ever, caught it on TV. And this DVD was kind of my only way to watch this show because even though it says Volume 1, they never made any more volumes, at least in Region 1 territory. So, yeah, I'm throwing this in. Plus, it also had a crossover with Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, which is actually one of my favorite episodes, but kind of sad it's not on this DVD. I don't know, I just decided to show this off because I doubt I will ever have a chance to talk about this show again. Now, on to Omniverse, which didn't have many DVDs. Here's Volume 1 showing Ben with the new art style, and this one's called A New Beginning. This one has 10 episodes, and when you open it up, we get a Ninja Turtle toy advert. I'm not even sure this is supposed to be here. As well as advertising all the Ultimate Alien and Alien Force DVDs, as well as the streaming site for Cartoon Network. Nice. Disc 1 has Shock Squad, which is with a really cool art style, which I don't really see much of at all anymore. And Disc 2 has Gravitack, which kind of looks weird with how it's segmented. Next up, Volume 2, Heroes Rise, which shows Ben and Rook. Back. Oh, I guess this one's broken too. There we go. Once again, another advertisement, and this one for the disc art has blocks. And Disc 2 has Kick and Hawk, and yeah, I really love the stylized art for these DVDs. And next up was kind of technically the last real volume, that being Volume 3, Alien at War, which shows Ben as feedback. Once again, 10 aliens. Or, no, 10 episodes. Okay, this here advertises an app game, which I don't even remember. Anyways, Disc 1 has Bullfrag, and Disc 2 has Cannonbolt. Now, I say this is the final volume because they only did literally 3 volumes of Omniverse, covering the first 30 episodes. But here's the thing, there was 2 more DVDs. First up being Duel of the Duplicates, which shows Ben and Albedo, and okay, I actually kind of love this cover. But it's only like 5 random episodes. It's literally just the episodes for the Albedo storyline, and then just 2 random extra ones. Okay, they dropped the stylized artwork and went something original for the disc, and once again, advertising for what we could already get. And then the last DVD was Galactic Monsters, which shows Ben as Frankenstrike, as well as some of the other aliens. But here's the thing, it has the Galactic Monsters storyline, but then 2 random episodes. And here, they don't even bother with disc art. And yeah, if you count these 2 DVDs as 1 volume, only 40 out of the roughly 80 episodes of Omniverse was released on DVD, so only half the show before they just decided to stop. Which is sad, because if you look past the goofy art style, Omniverse is actually pretty good and has some really great episodes. Also, I rarely, if ever, found these last 3 DVDs. Like, whenever I found them, that was the only time I ever came in contact with them. I don't know if these DVDs are worth anything anymore, but they're not around much, and that's unfortunate. Now, I have one more DVD. It's not much. Like, here's the thing. Ben 10 did get a reboot, but I never watched it. But out of curiosity about it, I did buy its movie, Ben 10 versus the Universe, and despite not watching the reboot, I did enjoy this movie. I'm gonna go more into this later. Let me just move everything out of the way and I'll tell you what I mean. Okay, a little fun thing I'm gonna show is, here's what all the DVDs together would look like on a shelf if you had them in chronological order. And another thing, not counting Race Against Time, everything up to Alien Force Volume 3, also not counting this movie, was all in the full screen aspect ratio. It wasn't until the Season 2 DVDs of Alien Force where the show made it to widescreen. And unfortunate news, recently, a lot of Warner Brothers DVDs from the early 2000s have been getting disc rot, and that was because they were cheaply manufactured. And there is a list online of DVDs that are prone to having disc rot, and unfortunately, the first 4 seasons of Ben 10 are prone to this. Unfortunately, like, I'm happy like my DVD worked when I made my video, and yeah, even though I doubt it's gonna happen, I really want Ben 10 to get re-released on Blu-ray, mostly because, like I said, these older DVDs are breaking down in recent years, and it's not on streaming as far as I'm aware, so yeah, we need physical copies of this show to get back into print sometime soon. Please, someone at Warner Brothers, make it happen. Okay, so, just like my last video, I looked at the first movie, and with Ninja Turtles, when that turned 40, I looked at every Ninja Turtle movie known to man. So I'm curious. For Ben 10's 20th anniversary, do you want me to look at the Ben 10 movies? Because, like I've shown, I do have the rest of them. So let me know in the comments, or I want to make a post in my community tab to see if people can vote on whether or not they want me to do it. Well, thanks for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care.